All right. Good evening and welcome back to another session of the live analysis. This is your host Harsh, and on behalf of GTCFX, once again a warm welcome to those who are joining on YouTube Live with us. And also, thank you, Mohammed Bhai, to joining on Zoom. We will expect more participants, I think, in a few more minutes. But by the time they join, let's get started off with the risk disclaimer first. I will read out the risk disclaimer and then we will get down to the analysis part. Once again, have a blessed Ramadan for you and your family, Mr. Muhammad. Okay, so let's read out the risk warning first. Over the counter margin derivative contracts, including contracts for difference and spot foreign exchange, are complex instruments and they come with high risk of losing money rapidly due to leverage. You should consider whether you understand how these products work and whether you can afford to take the high risk of losing your money. Independent professional advice is highly recommended before investing, and this session serves an educational purpose only and will not include any financial recommendation or any kind of trading advice. Thank you. All right, let's get started off with the analysis now. For those who are tuning in live from YouTube, once again, a thank you. And if you do have any questions, please type in there. I do have habits of toggling the screen in a while, so please type your questions and I will be able to address them. All right, let's get started with the first analysis. The Euro USD daily chart is now flashing up on your screens, and I hope that you're able to see it clearly. Let's get started with the wave structure. Euro has rallied five waves until or between July 22 and 2023 at a minor degree. There you go. And also, it has taken 2 years, almost 2 years, in fact, slightly more than 2 years to also terminate the corrective wave ABC, and again at a minor degree. All right, and the termination point is just around the 61.8% Fibonacci ratio. All right, just 1.0177, which was registered on 13th of January, and since then it has been uh, all the action is seen on the hourlies and 4 hourlies after that. So one thing is clear: the larger degree trend in euro is supposedly uh, on the upside, 5 waves higher from here. All right, and a good bottom is in place at 1.0177. So let's go back to the 4 hour time frame and see what the structure looks like, and we'll be able to predict the high potential trade setup there. All right, I'm going to do two wave degrees, one at a lower degree, which is minute a, sorry, minute a 5, 5 waves at a minute a degree is complete. Not only that, but minute wave 1 and 2 is also complete. We are looking for minute wave 3, 4, and 5 now. I just have to change the degree here from minute A to minute. So the beautiful thing to notice here is we're just around the corner. Wave 1 of minute is complete. Wave 2 of minute is also complete. And by all means, if I do a trend line here, minute wave 3 is already progressing. All right, there you go. And minute wave 3 is already progressing, and within that, it's it's extending. That is wave 1, wave 2, again wave 1, wave 2. Possibly we are going to the third wave is extending. Now, if you would like to believe the story of a third wave extension, it is going to be one of the most fierce and strongest rally that we have ever seen in the euro in the past 12 months or so. And the intensity has just begun to cut loose on the north side, please. If we do take the targets for Fibonacci targets for the minute wave 1, and those are now flashing up on your screens. Yeah, the first target is around 750, and the second target is around 1.11. All right. So, trading point of view, if you were there with us in the last few sessions, I mean, I think even last Friday, we also do a Hindi live sessions on Wednesday. So we were projecting a decline in euro and somewhat around the 350-60 range. Uh, Remaining buy was recommended. So that has already been achieved. We can commit ourselves potential buy around the current price 1.0400. The stop loss goes towards 1.0200. 1.02, that's the wave 2 termination. You can see here, wave 2 termination at 1.0200. And the target, potential target is around 1.0750 and 1.1100. Now you see that we are trading right around the 400 region right now. So a couple of hundred of stop loss, and 300 plus and 700 points of potential profit rewards are seen in the Euro USD. And believe it or not, if the third wave is extending, then it is going to be the most quickest and the most deepest wave that we have ever seen in the euro in the past 12 months at least. All right. So that is the story in euro USD for now, and let's go to the dollar index now. So it's five wave down at a minor degree, sorry. Let's change the degree to minor. And what we are seeing on the right hand side is a corrective ABC again at minor degree. It has tested the 61.8% retracement as well. Just above the 61.8% mark. Price is testing 110.30. Not exactly 110.30, but just around 109.80. Please remember the dollar index has got different price action with respect to the providers. This is a capital.com. The other one was 8 cap. So if you're trading with 8 cap, then your high would be at 110.30. And if you're trading with uh, capital.com, your registered high on 13th of Jan is around 109.78. Now, if we go back down towards the hourly chart, rather the 4 hour chart, then what we are seeing as the wave degrees are about minute wave 1 complete, minute wave 2 is also complete, and minute wave 3 is progressing. And tell you what, minute wave 3 is not only progressing, but it is extending itself. And when such waves of the third waves and the third of third waves are extending, they would want to they would produce the steepest and the largest drops ever. There was the trend line, and we've been joined by Isaac. Welcome, brother Isaac. We've just started, and we are analyzing the second instrument for the day. But since you're joined, I would also like to run you through the Euro USD chart setup. If you'd like to watch it, the Euro USD was just analyzed about a couple of minutes back, and the trade setup for the Euro is up on your screen, sir. It's good that you're on time. We just analyzed it. So potential long-term trend in the Euro remains intact, and we potentially recommend a buy. Remember, if you're there in the last session, brother, we were talking about adding partial longs and remaining around 350, 60, 80 zone. That has been met. Now the prices are bouncing back towards 1.0400. We are again joined by Abhishek. Okay, hello Abhishek. After a long time, how are you? And I hope you and Vassal are fine. Muhammad, again, I think we lost you in between, but thank you for tuning back again. So Abhishek, Isaac, and Muhammad, we have just analyzed Euro USD, and I'm revising or reviewing because this is one of the most important setups that probably can be seen in recent times, and it is developing itself to continue for the rest of at least 4 to 12 weeks. So kindly pay attention. If you were there with us, Abhishek, you were not there, but good time to join, brother. Euro USD was expected to drop towards 350-60 range. Okay, okay. No problems, no problems. But thank you for making this time, and I hope to see you once again continuously here. So Euro USD has carved a bottom at 77, brothers, and it is now turning back. So we are recommending long positions potentially buy around 1.0400 range around the current price. The stop loss potentially goes at 1.02, a couple of hundred points of risk, and the rewards are now quite rewarding in the sense that we've got at least 2.5 to 4, 1 is to 2.5 to 1 is to 4 risk reward ratio. So the first target is around 750 and the second target is around 1.11. Now, I would like to bring one thing to a notice kindly. The minute wave 1 and 2 are looking complete, and minute wave 3 is just cutting loose on the north side. And remember, minute wave 3 looks to be extending, and the third wave seems to be extending further. So when we have such extensions, that means the third wave is unfolding at multiple degrees. I repeat, sir, the third wave is unfolding as multiple degrees. What it means is these targets which we have projected are simple targets like 0.618, 1.618. But when the third waves are extending at multiple degrees, the rally can be so fast and so fierce, it can go across 1.618, 1.618, and 2.618 as well. So this is one of the best places to enter potentially according to the technical charts. And one more analogy which I would like to discuss is today is 28th of February, the last trading day of the series. Typically, during the last and the beginning, the few days of the series, major tops and bottoms are also formed. So Euro USD is potentially forming a major bottom. It would be a good place to enter with a stop around 1.02. All right. Please stay and sit tight. We've got at least 7 instruments to be analyzed. We are also going to touch base with the US indices, global indices. If you want any other chart to be analyzed, you might please feel free to type in there and we will do that as well. Once again, thank you everyone for tuning in. And let's get started with the dollar index. The dollar index daily chart is progressing lower at a minor degree already. So we've had minor 5 waves lower, followed by minor corrective waves ABC higher, and now we are beginning to cut loose on the south side at minute degrees. We will change it to minor if required, maybe next time, but right now let's put it to minute. Now, again, the same story which we discussed in the euro is repeating on the opposite side, sir. You can see minute wave 1 complete, minute wave 2 is also complete, and minute wave 3 is progressing. Not only minute wave 3 is progressing, but it looks like it is also extending. And maybe it is extending at multiple degrees. I think at least 3 degrees, at least at 3 degrees, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. So at least 3 different degrees. The third wave is unfolding at 3 different degrees. That means it's going to be very powerful, sir. And the potential targets. I'm taking a simple hypothetical Fibonacci extension, but mind you, if the third wave, if third wave is extending at 3 different degrees, all these levels are going to be surpassed in a flash. So the potential targets are 1.104, 102, 101, and it's already going to go below that. It's slated to go below that 90 mark as well. All right, so the dollar index potential trade is on the short side, and the recommendation area is already there, 106.90 right now. It is tested 107 almost. So let's recommend to go short right away. Stop if you're see dollar index. There is an ambiguity. It the price changes slightly with the provider. This is capital.com. The high registered is at 109.60, 109.46, and 109.60 something, 109.90. All right, so please adjust your stop according to the provider that you're trading with. I would suggest 110 generally, and the price target is 104.50, 101, and it is going to go up to 97 at least, just below the previous swing low, right? Uh, so that is the dollar index up on your screens. On the short side, sir, potential shorts. And we are active in euro, we are active in the dollar index. Next is pound, and then we'll review inline are gold, uh, the Dow Jones, the SPX 500, uh, and VIX, and also Bitcoin if we have time. And I'd be more than happy to take any other instrument that you might want me to analyze. All right, we'll straight away go on the 4 hour time frame to on pound. It's just a replica of what we just saw in the euro and the dollar index. Pound has also completed wave 1 at minute degree, wave 2 at a minute degree, and believe it or not, I'm not printing wave 3 here, or that's not possible because minute wave 3 is extending, and it's extending at multiple degrees. What I mean by multiple degrees is I will just quickly run you through a path. That is wave 1, and then wave 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. So when the 5 waves complete here, that could be wave 1 of 3, okay? And then there's going to be wave 2 of 3, 3 of 3, 4 of 3, and 5 of 3. That is the power of extensions, all right? And that's why I've taken minute wave 3 much, much, much higher. And if you look at the chart of pound, it is much, it has got much strength than what we saw in the euros and the dollar index. All right, so the price target for pound, the first one was almost met. It is already achieved, and the pullback is there. Pullback has also settled down around 1.26, so it's a good time to re-enter on the long side. The next target is 2800, followed by 1.3 and 1.3200 respectively. All right, so the potential trade setup for pound is as follows, flashing up on your screens. Potential buy recommendations. If you want to enter, this would be a good price to enter as well, 1.2595. Okay, now the stop loss. You cannot place the stop loss just below that low. It's not recommended at all. You cannot place the stop loss here as well, though it is wave 2 of a lower degree. Ideally, we would recommend stop loss around the minute wave 2. All right, I personally would go and place it at 1.21, but at least you need to stay at 1.2250. That is the technical correct place to place your stop loss. So look into your risk management properly, uh, and the stop loss and the potential targets. Now the first targets is not too far away, 2800. It should be followed by 1.30 and 1.3200. All right. Uh, I would like to simply ask if there was any technical problem, if you're not able to log in, Mr. Muhammad, or some other problem. If you are not able to log in, then you have to please inform me because there might be some technical problem. I'll have to check the Zoom settings. If you were delayed naturally, it is okay. But if there was any technical problem in logging, then kindly let me know so I can get it checked from my side. All right, that's the third high potential, and all these three are extremely high probable trade setups, sir. And let's bring up the most traded instrument, which is gold. And for the first time in, at least I have seen for the first time in the last several weeks. Now, before I go back to the hourly, I would like to just bring up the daily chart. Okay. Now, if you look at the daily chart, and I would take up a pointer, we have got minor, gold is in an uptrend of intermediate wave 5, bracket wave 5. Okay, within that bracket wave 5, it is supposedly unfolding into 5 waves at a minor degree. So now here are the waves here at the minor degree. No, okay, thank you so much for confirming, because I was a little worried about what the problem could be. If it was a net problem, it is okay. If it was genuinely delayed problem, it is okay. I just wanted to make sure that it's not a connectivity issue from my side. So thank you once again, Mohammed ji. So we've got wave 1 of minor degree in place. The story started from October 2022, all right? So minor wave 1 is in place. Also, minor wave 2 is complete. And then we've got minor wave 3 up there, right around the 2800 levels. Now, until the last week, we were of the opinion that minor wave 4 is unfolding as an expanded flat. If you were there, if you saw the past videos, you must have seen that, all right, we were talking about an A, B, C unfolding as a minor wave 4, which can drag prices lower to 2500 as a high probable count. We are not completely ruling out that count yet, but we are changing it from high probable to an alternate count. So the high probable count is possibly that we have got the wave 4 complete here. Normally it does not happen because wave 2 was sharp. Ideally wave 4 would not be sharper, but in this case it has taken a sharp drop, and now the fifth wave of minor degree is unfolding. So there you are. Now the action is on the right hand side. Okay. Now wave 4 looks complete at 2537, and minor wave 5 is progressing higher towards 3300 levels. Okay, how would minor wave 5 unfold? Again into 5 waves of, so you got minute wave 1, 1 lesser degree, correct? Minor is the father, minute is the son. So we've got minute wave 1, minute wave 2, potentially minute wave 3 is also complete around the 2957 last week, and we are proposing minute wave 4 in the making right now. When we were there on, I think on Wednesday, we had proposed aggressive shots, and those shots are already achieved quite a few points. I mean, from 2928, we had recommended shots, and 2800 is the soft target. I'm just printing it again. So we are in a minute wave 4, which is expected to complete around the 2800 mark, and then a resumption of the rally should take place towards the 3300. All right, so this is the overall structure in gold for now. If it changes, then we would come back on another live session. Well, since you are all here now, I wanted to ask if you would want, if you would like to have a daily technical outlook write up. If you can give me your feedback of having a daily technical outlook or daily market outlook write up, where we can cover major instruments like euro, dollar index, gold, GBP USD, Dow Jones, SPX 500, and more. And it could be sent to you in a PDF format through your RMs. Please let me know if you want to like such kind of a service. We that would that would increase our intimacy, and it would also increase our engagement. Just in case there is an update every morning, it would go out to you. So please give me your feedback if that would be something which would be preferred. All right, you can give your feedbacks here. You can write an email, whatever you feel like. If you write an email, that would be wonderful. Abhishek, I would really request if you can. I'm sending my email here. If you can write an email, I just got an idea because if you can write an email, it could be sent taken up to the authorities, and we can start this write-up service as soon as possible. The idea from my point of view is to have more engagement and be in touch, because we are all analysts and traders. So we need to be, suppose if gold is doing something and we need to update at least on a daily basis, we can do that. We don't have to wait for the live session every Wednesday or Friday. That's the only idea, brother. I'll wait for your emails or feedbacks. मोहम्मद जी आप भी लिख सकते हैं. uh, that would help. Okay, so let's go back on a 4 hour time frame now, and let's find out the trade potential. Okay, this trade is actually midway. You can see On Wednesday, we had projected a drop. That was the path on Wednesday. I did not change it. So I have to remove that now. It is almost halfway, more than halfway. There's only small path left. We like doing this because we lay the path and then the market fills it. And that's a very thrilling experience actually. Right from 29.20, we have seen prices dropping. So the trade setup is an extension of what we did on Wednesday, and we are still wanting to hold on for another 60 points. All right. So the potential trade setup in gold is up on your screens. Potential sell around, we have already sold. So I would say potential shorts active from 29.30. You can add more on a pullback. Okay. See, if there is a pullback towards the 2900 or so, you can add that. You can add more around 2900, 2910. All right. The stop loss would not change, sir. The stop loss right now is around 2959.50. This is the same stop loss we recommended last time as well on Wednesday. And the target is now around, it does not change those two Fibonacci ratios. 2844, which is almost achieved. 2851 is the low today, and 2820. 2844 and 281020. That would be the range for potential take profits. All right, there you go. And so that's the story in gold. We will review. We will review when price action drops to 2820. There is another other probability, but we are not discussing it, or maybe I can discuss it with you so that it is in your mind before we start that daily outlook service. Now, the entire drop could be the one boundary, and markets can actually produce the extension from here itself. So it is possible that it drops towards the 2750 zone as well. So keep in your mind, sir, that gold may drop not towards the 38.2%, but it can go towards the 50% as well, which is around 2760 or 2750. But we will bring the update as early as possible. We are planning to introduce that daily market outlook thing, and since you have given us your feedback, maybe I'll wait for an email as well and send it across, and we'll start it at the earliest. All right. So that daily update will help us all to stay in touch. All right. So we've done four high potential trade setups now. I will take up the Dow Jones now. I don't know if you guys trade Dow Jones or not, but Dow Jones is telling us a beautiful story as well. And it's on the long term, please. So it's not a short term potential trade setup, it's a long term trade setup. That is minute wave one, minute wave two, and minute wave 3 is underway. And within that minute wave 3, you can see minute degrees are unfolding again. So the third wave is extending, and the third wave is extending at multiple degrees. So this is minute, just to keep you informed, brothers, if you're interested in the Hindi revision, we are beginning season 2 of the Hindi educational from next Thursday, another 10-week series. You don't have to register again if you have already done, you are already registered for the next 10 weeks as well. And you would get a reminder email just of just 1 hour before the session starts. So that is one, two, three, four, and five as well of one more smaller degree level. Okay, I'm not doing it so that there's no more confusion. But believe it or not, this guy is slated to go much, much, much lower. All right, we recommended shorts. I don't know if we recommended shorts last week or Wednesday, but it is high time that we do so now. All right. Just in case if prices pull back, then we want to keep you abreast about where we can re-enter. So that is the 44,000 level. Okay. So here's the fifth high potential trade setup, sir. And remember, sir, before projecting, let me project the price targets. Let's do a price target projection of just minute degree, okay? Because most of the traders are of the belief that global indices have resumed another 20-year uptrend or 20-year bull trend, and that may not be correct. The target potential of the first minute wave is itself towards 37,000, and it is just the beginning. I repeat, sir, it is potentially just beginning to cut loose on the south side. The much, much, much lower levels to be carved. I mean, the story which started from October 22nd is now preparing to revisit those levels. Of course, it is going to take multi months' time to do so. All right, but be prepared for uh, turmoil in terms of global sell-off, global equity market sell-off. And it has already started, but it's going to take a breather in the next couple of weeks and then come back very strong. So here's the potential trade setup for Dow Jones. Potential partial, we recommend partial sell right now around 43,400. Remaining, we can, if prices reach again towards the 44,100 zone, recommended stop loss is around the 45, mid 45,000s. It's not 25, sorry. I would say 45,500. And the targets are 41,000 and the 37,000. And these are just for the first cycle. Silver and BTC. Yes, we can do that, brother. No problems at all. BTC is scheduled already because I know that I think Mohammed Bhai also trades BTC and it has done some price action on the opposite side. So let's pick the main index, which is Dow Jones, on the short side, and now let's pick up BTC and silver. So Bitcoin, I've already done the analysis for ourselves. That was a recommendation earlier with a stop at 89,000. Okay, now this recommendation is gone. We were stopped out at 89,000. We were not in touch to recover fast and turn lower, but now the story is as follows. I've got to change some wave counts here. That triangle is no more valid. We need to start printing counts on the downside. That is minute wave 1, minute wave 2. This could be minute wave 3. Or if, sorry, extremely sorry, I just missed the counts. Give me a moment, please. Minute wave 1, minute wave 2. This could be minute wave 3. If correctly done, there's going to be minute wave 4 and minute wave 5. All right, this 4 needs to be shifted here, and that 5 needs to be shifted there. So it's quite possible that 109, 109, 100,000, 109,000 is a major top in place, and the bears have been in control with minute wave 1, minute wave 2 as a potential. I don't know if it's a triangle, but it is quite possible that minute wave 2 unfolded as a triangle here as well. But right now I'm keeping it there. This is the main boundary now, minute wave 3, which is complete. And if it is complete, then there is going to be a pullback back towards the 86,000. Ideally, Bitcoin is projected to rally back towards 86,000, but that rally should not be bought, brothers. It is a corrective wave fall. Ideally, potential shorts can be taken around 86. There could be partial remaining shorts can be taken around the 98. Stop loss goes around 109, and the targets, the potential targets, sorry, if I were to just do a hypothetical target, Bitcoin can drop towards the 73,000 mark thereafter. So potential recommendation for Bitcoin is as follows. Please remain flat right now. Allow a pullback. So potential shorts can be taken around 86 if you want to trade. These are potential short entries. We are not advising any kind of buy right now. The pressure is on the south side. It may go back towards the 89,000 as well, because this is now past support becoming resistance zone. All right, so somewhere between 86 and 89, it would be a good idea to take potential shorts. If you want to keep your stop loss tight, you can keep at 99. Ideally, it should go at around 109. I'm not typing to just save time. And then it can take it further towards 73 or and even lower. But 73 would at least be first cycle. There might be some pullback after that. The short-term outlook for Bitcoin is selling on rallies. Case not right now. It's not recommended to go short right now. You can see that bullish diverging scenarios popping up on the hourly chart. This is a bullish diverging scenario. So it's not recommended to go long, short right now. Wait for 86, 89, enter shorts, stop around potential around 109, and potential targets around 73 and even lower after that. All right, and silver is overall in an uptrend, brother. There is less doubt about it. And I believe the silver has also produced a corrective wave here. I think we projected this already earlier. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 complete. ABC is also looking complete. It would not be bad idea that silver is bottoming out, brother. So somewhere it can go down towards the 61.8% if it wishes to. A potential buy recommendation between 30-31, stop loss around the 28, yes, and let's project the targets. I think we did silver sometime here as well. I don't remember exactly when. It's pointing towards 35 and much higher levels thereafter, 35 and 36. All right. And let me take a look at the daily chart as well so that we are not wrong in projecting something. We don't want to be on the wrong side. But one thing is for sure, silver is on a larger degree uptrend. I don't think what we have done right now is anything incorrect. So watch out for support coming in around the 30 mark, the stop loss around 28, and potential targets around the 35 zone. All right. Those are the targets for our potential direction for silver. I think what we have done on the 4 hour chart is okay. And also, Abhishek, I would also give you an update on the email. Please do send an email as we discussed, and I will also send an update on silver on the email as well during the weekend if there is something changing. All right. And one last chart before. Do you have any other requests, brothers, of analysis? Muhammad, Bhai, Isaac, brother, Abhishek ji. Okay, no problems. Thank you so much. If there are no more requests, I would like to bring this session to a pause. But before doing that, let's have a quick look at VIX because that is an indicator which I like to follow meticulously. And if you were there with me for certain few weeks back, VIX was trading at the bottom here, and we were projecting VIX to go higher, if you remember. So the first target, the first breakout is already there, 21. It is just a matter of time that VIX actually breaks above 27. So keep an eye on VIX as well. Higher the VIX, lower the indices. That's the correlation. All right. So with that note, I would like to bring this current session to a pause. And once again, thank you for tuning in, brothers. And you might want to write an email. We are joined by our friend Muhammad Yasir. Muhammad Yasir, thank you for tuning in. But we have just completed the session. But once again, I would really thank you for tuning in. If you would want to stay and listen to what we have discussed, I would take another 5 minutes to run you through. Should I run you through all the chart setups that we discussed just now, Muhammad Yasir, my friend? Please confirm, and I would spend another 5 minutes. Thank you, bro. Stay tuned. I'm starting with Euro USD for you. These sessions are done only for you, so there's no reason for me to log out when you are here. Okay, the first session, the first chart that we reviewed for Euro is now flashing up on your screen again. Once again, for all those who are going to observe the month of Ramadan, I wish you a blessed and divine month of peace and blissfulness. So Euro USD is in an uptrend, Brother Yasir, and we have recommended potential buy at 1.0400, stop at 1.0200, and potential targets at 1.0750, 1.1100. All right, we are in a minute wave 1 to complete and minute wave 3 in progress. All right, the second one we discussed was the dollar index. The dollar index is in a downtrend and it is expected to continue the downtrend. And here's the trade setup for the dollar index flashing on your screens. It is also producing minute wave 3 lower. We potential sell around the current price 106.90. A potential stop loss goes exactly at 110, and the downside targets are potentially 104.50, 101, and 97. Those are the targets, Fibonacci targets. Remember, it's minute degree wave 3 extending, so it's going to be the largest and the fastest movement that we have seen in recent times, maybe last 1 year or so. All right, next is pound. Pound is also producing a minute wave 3 extension. We have completed minute wave 1, minute wave 2, and minute wave 3 is being extended right now. The potential targets are, I don't know where I typed the trade. Just a moment. Here it is. So minute wave 3 is extending, the potential buy at around 25.95, the current price. Stop loss at 1.2250 and the potential targets at 1.28, 1.30 and 1.32. All right. But it's these three stories are powerful high potential trade setups accompanied by also gold, which we have already entered on the short side, brother. And this is just an extension of the story. Wednesday, we were actively short from 29.30. So we hold on to the shorts already. There is still some more room left for gold on the downside. But if there is any intraday pullback towards the 2900, you might want to add some more. The stop loss recommendation is just above the high. I think I can remove this retracement for some clarification. 2957 is the top. We recommend to place stop loss just above that. And the target price is 28.44 and 28.10 or so. That's the 38.2% of wave 3. Yeah, Abhishek, if you are using capital, right now I have shown capital.com, but if you are using, let's say, 8cap or any other provider, the only thing which changes is the highs and lows price. For example, if I open up an 8cap for dollar index, just a moment. If I open up an 8cap for dollar index, everything remains the same, okay, except the high. You see, the high here is 110.20. Otherwise, the directions are all same. What we did on capital.com is the same, but the recommendation of the stop loss just changes. That's all. So it doesn't really matter which provider you use for all other instruments, but for dollar index, it matters with the highs and lows. But the overall direction remains absolutely perfect. No change around. No change at all. Okay. Uh, Mohammed G, we were discussing gold, correct? Okay. Okay. So please add some more of if you get a pullback because we are already halfway mark and you can Hey, no problems, no problems. Abhishek, absolutely no issues at all. I have no issues at all, so please don't write that. It's absolutely these are your classes. I keep on telling it. I'm just a facilitator, so it is my duty, and uh, it goes without saying. All right, so please add some more, Muhammad Ji, around the 2900 if you get a pullback, and you can keep your stop loss at 26, 29, 59, 50, or 2960. But target 2800, 2810, I think it's good to come out and wait for another signal. And we already got a feedback from one of our friends. If you also want the daily market outlook newsletter or write up to be started, you can write an email to me, and we will start it as soon as possible. The idea is to keep the trader engagement and keep keep pace with ourselves. You and me need to be in touch on a daily basis. That's what I feel. Okay, gold, and then the final trade that we discussed was the Dow Jones. So in Dow Jones, it's a potential long-term trade setup that we discussed, and it is just beginning to cut loose on the south side. So partial shorts could be taken right now, remaining around 44,100. Stop loss above that high 45,500 mark, and the targets, the near-term targets or medium-term targets are 41,000 and 37,000 respectively. All right. So those were the high potential trade setups. Bitcoin we just touched, but we are not recommending any position right now. Potential shorts can be taken around 87, 89 zone. The stop loss around 98 with a target of around 73 after that. All right. So these were the trade setups, my brother Mohammed, we discussed before you were there. And if you do have any questions or suggestions, you might want to write at harshappi.ttcfx.com. By the way, we are doing 4 webinars a week, two in English, two in Hindi. And if you don't mind, I can paste all the links here just in case if you want it. You need to just register once to be registered for all sessions. What happened, sir? My brother Muhammad, you don't need to say sorry at all. I keep on saying it is only because of your presence these sessions are going. So even if I see only one participant, it is enough for me to continue for 1 hour. And any questions you may want to ask right now, feel free to do so, brother. And I will be more than happy to address it. Time is not a bondage for me at all. We are already 20 minutes past the regular time. I can go on for 30 more minutes. But please register for Hindi and English sessions. Two, we are doing education and drive sessions in Hindi and English, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 p.m. the white time. It would be wonderful to have you there as well. All right. And we are planning to start, or we are taking a feedback actually for the first time. Thought of daily technical write up came across my mind for major instruments on a daily basis, which can be sent through the sales or your regional managers. We can stay in touch daily basis that way so that you don't have to wait for the live sessions. So if you are interested and if you want to have that, please kindly write an email to me so that it can be taken up as an emergency or as a demand. All right. So thank you once again, Muhammad. We've had one of my friends leave due to something. His name is also Muhammad. And thank you, Abhishek. Thank you, my brother Isaac. Okay, thank you for being here, Isaac. and see you next Friday for English and next next Tuesday as usual. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. See you, brother Mohammed. Thank you. Thank you, Isaac.